When you get this message recording in progress, you need to continue, students. This is the new function of Zoom. Let's start the lecture. Let's see the information first of the lecture. Class 9, subject English, and we are studying grammar. What are we studying in the grammar, students? Subject, verb, conquered. In the last lecture, I mean to say it was yesterday, we started this chapter, and this was the lecture 1, and today it is lecture number 2. Lecture number 2 means we studied something, we tried to learn something, right? And what it was, it was like we discussed the verb used in the sentence agrees with the subject. If the subject is singular, the verb will also be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb will also be plural. That means, students, we need to be careful enough to understand the nitty gritty of the fact. I mean to say that you need to recognize the subject of the sentence. We always get that the subject comes at the first of the sentence and the verb should agree with that. Well, that goes wrong. We need to understand this basically. So this is lecture number 2. Let's just see. Rule number 6, we are going to discuss now. Neither of means not either of the two things or people. Means not even one out of two. Neither of means not even one out of two. This is called neither of. So neither of, after neither of, we put like noun, neither of the judges, and the noun or pronoun that will follow neither of will remain plural in form. Neither of the judges, judge is the noun, so it will remain in the plural, that becomes judges. Neither of the judges students, a little problem was there, now it's okay. Neither of the judges of the division bench knew about the facts of the case. Neither of means not one of the two. This you need to understand, right? Though the sentence is in the past, bench knew about the facts of the case. Let's see, the next one is none of. None of means not one of the group of things or people, means it refers to more than two. None of means not one of the more than two, right? Of the group of things or people, right? You see the example when you talk about out of two, there you use neither of, and when you have to use not one out of many means more than two, there you will use none of. If you use that, that will be correct. Otherwise, examiner can present it to you in a different way. Like, see the example. Neither of his four sons looked after him is the wrong sentence. Why it is? Because here four sons have been mentioned. That means like more than two. If more than two is mentioned, we cannot use there neither of. It is like four is used. When four is used, it refers to like more than two. And when more than two is referred here, what shall we do basically? We shall see that if it is more than two, there we use none of. None of, right? None of his four sons looked after him is the absolutely correct sentence. Ultimately, what we have to do, we need to understand, right? none of his four sons looked after him is the absolutely correct. So students, what we understood when we talk about not one out of two, there we use neither of. The noun or pronoun will follow neither of or none of, will be plural, and the verb, then the verb will follow the noun, will be singular, right? Though these are given in the past form, but when you use them in singular and plural form, these will remain singular. Either of means one of the two things or people. Now it is right. See, not either means like one of the two things or people. There are two, out of them only one. Either of means, right? Either of the five members is at fault is the absolutely wrong sentence. Either of is used just or the twins or two only, not five. So if it talks about more than two, there you use students one of the five members is at fault. Is at fault. This is what we need to understand. One of the five members is at fault, right? Not five. Actually, fives are there. Out of five, not even one. You're talking about one, like some of the students are still disturbing. One of means out of five, only one. One of the five members is at fault means out of five, one is at fault, not more than one. And either of means one out of two. And if it talks about more than two, there you use people one. As example is given, one of the five members is at fault, right? So students, you need to just see, need to understand these are the points which are helping us to understand how can we just go ahead and learn the thing. Some of the students are disturbing in between the class. I allowed them to see how we have maintained the protocol of keeping our identity in the live class. Some of the students like Yuvraj and one or two, they are not maintaining. They'll have to suffer. They'll have to remain out of class. Now let's go students further. Either of the twins will be made the trustee is absolutely correct sentence. Why correct? Because this twins refers to two. Either of the twins will be made the trustee, right? This we need to see. Either of the twins will be made trustee means it is talking one out of two will be made trustee, right? This is the absolutely correct sentence. Let's go to the next. Not is not used with both. For this purpose, neither of is used. Now you need to understand when you have to present negative sense, that cannot be presented with both. Right? Instead of both, you use there neither of. Means both of them did not take the exam. If you use neither of them took the exam is also the correct sentence. Although this is the absolutely correct sentence, if you use both instead of neither of, the sentence becomes wrong. So ultimately, what we need to understand, students, that both is not used in the negative sense. For the negative sense, we have to use neither of. And if we are using neither of, then the sentence becomes absolutely correct, and we become able to understand it and form it in a correct way. Let's go to the next sentence. See, students, you can note down the points in your notebook while I'm delivering this to you people. If any one of you has got any problem, at the last 10 minutes we'll have to discuss. If any one of you has got any problem in the content, you can put your question forward and that will be sorted out, right? So you just need to be careful enough to just presenting it. So students, after 15 to 20 minutes, I'll take your attendance like I'm taking your attendance of the class. If anyone is found out of the track, will be out of the class. Ultimately, all the students are good. Hardly one or two students, they are either they are not performing well or they're having any sort of problem. So they should talk personally. They can call to confirm the things. Now let's go to the next rule, students. Rule number 7. Certain nouns are plural in form but singular in meaning. Hence, they take singular verb. Now you need to understand, students, some of the nouns basically which are plural in form, but the meaning of them is singular. Like names of diseases, measles, mumps, rickets, shingles, etc. So, so what we get, students, the measles is a sort of disease, or like mumps and like rickets, shingles. These are the diseases basically. These have a form plural, but the meaning is singular. Names of games. In some games are there, as you can see, billiards, darts, draughts, and you see, etc. Such type of games like athletics, as is there, though it is singular. You need to see the form of these nouns or the names are plural, but the meaning is singular. Names of countries, the United States, the West Indies, this we need to understand, etc. Names of countries. Now you need to see the United States, the West Indies, etc. Names of books, Caribbean Nights, Three Musketeers, etc. Names of subjects. Now you can easily understand physics, economics, civics, statistics, politics, linguistics, mathematics. What happens? These nouns have plural form, but the meaning is singular. Mathematics is an interesting subject. See, it is singular in meaning, but form is plural. Politics is not my cup of tea. Politics is a subject, thus it is a singular in meaning. That's why we have used here singular verb with politics. Right, everyone? Now you need to see if statistics means data. You see, there is a statistics. This is the name of the subject, as well as it has got its another meaning, which is called data. If you talk about data, that is referred as statistics. It or like mathematics means calculations. Because see, if you're calculating the things, that is also called mathematics. If mathematics means calculation, not the subject basically, politics means political thoughts. There you need to see. If politics means political thoughts, plural verb will be entered, right? Plural verb will be entered or will be used. Statistics have revealed multiple scams in the organization of the Commonwealth Games. Now you need to see, students, which is very important and crucial for all of us to understand. The form is plural, but the meaning is singular. But when it has got another meaning, this gives very different sense. This statistics, when refers to the subject, this takes only singular verb or helping verb. But when this statistics refers to like data, when it refers to data, there we use plural verb with it. Statistics means have, that refers here data, right? So like this, you need to understand, students, mathematics means calculations and politics means political thoughts. Plural verb is used, right? Statistics have revealed multiple scams in the organization of the Commonwealth Games. Now, let's go to the next sentence, students. Usually we match the verb with the nearest subject, but this is wrong. Match the verb with the main subject of the sentence. Now the students, this has become a bit crucial. Some of the students don't understand or don't get what is the actual subject of the sentence. Some people don't understand what is the real subject of the sentence. The quality of apples is good. See, the sentences given before you is absolutely correct. Now you need to see, we have put this quality as a subject. But see, some of the students, what will they do? They will find this apples as a subject, and according to this apples, they will write their are. And if they are writing are there, that becomes wrong, right? If we are writing there are with the apples, then the sentence basically becomes wrong. So what we need to understand the main subject of the sentence, the quality of apples. What are we talking about? Are we talking about apples or the quality of apples? Ultimately, students, we are talking about the quality of apples. That means quality is the main subject of the sentence, not the apples. Apples is the secondary, or it is the object of preposition of, right? So we cannot say it is the subject of the sentence. When it is not the subject of the sentence, how can we put the verb according to it? We need to justify, we need to check out which one is the main subject of the sentence, and that is quality here. The quality of apples is good. Let's see the next sentence. He and not his parents is guilty. What will we find? Like some of the students will opt this parents as the main subject of the sentence, and instead of this is, they will write are, and which will make the sentence wrong. So ultimately, he is the main subject of the sentence, not parents, right? Then we are putting here singular subject. So what we need to understand according to this rule, students, that our subject should be the, like, we need to understand which one is the correct sentence or correct subject of the sentence. That becomes really very understandable. Some of the students are frequently getting in the class or leaving the class. This is only for today's students. From tomorrow, if you are out of the class or you come in the class late, like Garima 68 roll number is again coming to the class. Garima 68 roll number has come to the class, which is wrong. She has entered in the class after 25 to 30 minutes. That is very wrong indiscipline actually in the class. So take care, don't leave the class, or if you leave, don't get in the class again. Make sure this every one of you. All right. So what we were doing, we were just trying to understand the quality of apples is good. How it is possible? We got it that quality is the main subject of the sentence, not apples. In the next also we got like he is the main subject and not his parents. That's why he is the singular subject. According to he, we have put here is. And next one is the appeal of the victims for the transfer of the cases related to riots to some other states has been accepted. The appeal of the victims for the transfer of the cases related to riots to some other states has been accepted. So ultimately, what has been accepted? Appeal. Otherwise, some of the students, what I find, they might pick this victims as the subject of the sentence, or like they can pick the riots of the sentence, or like they can pick the states the subject of the sentence, and according to these words they will put their have instead of has, because have is used with the plural subject, and that will become wrong actually. So what we need to understand like we need to recognize the subject. When we recognize the subject, we can go ahead, right everyone? Let's just go ahead to read the rule number 9. Collective nouns always take singular verb. The herd of cows is grazing in the field. Now, students, you need to justify the collective noun. Collective noun, this is the herd. Herd is the collective noun. This is the singular subject. Then what happens according to this, we have used here is, right? The collective nouns always take singular verb. You have got. The committee has unanimously taken its decision, right? You see the subject, committee, singular subject, the verb we have used with it, singular, and the adjective in the second part of the sentence that will also remain singular. Singular adjective, it is written there. I hope you have understood, like this is always used in singular form, the collective noun. But there is a contradiction, students. If there is a division among the members of the collective noun, or we talk about the members of the collective noun, plural verb or plural pronouns are used, right? That we need to see. Someone was disturbing in between the class. I don't understand who was that. Garima. It was Garima. Okay, I got it. The audience have taken their seats. The jury are divided in their opinions. Students, now you need to see the jury, it is in the divisional option actually. Means division is there, means separate judges are there. Separate judges are there who are like divided in their opinion. One is having another opinion, second one is having another opinion, or third one is having another one opinion. If there is a division, like there, these collective nouns are used in plural form. The jury are divided in their opinion, right? The audience have taken their seats, means individual person who sit in the stadium or like in the ground, they have taken their seat. Now the next one is plural number always take plural verb. This is we need to understand that if there is a plural number, it always takes. All right, students, that's enough for today's class. Rest we'll see. Rule number 10, we'll have a discussion tomorrow. We'll have a discussion tomorrow on the rule number 10. If any one of you has got any doubt related to the rules we studied today, like we have studied, raise your hand.